Well, the fact of the matter is, everything that board member Miller talked about are problems that have been in place for a while here in Milwaukee. Issues of poverty is a major factor, and it's something that the governor of the state of Wisconsin, and quite frankly the mayor, has been working on for a very long time. And we made investments in economic development, and we're trying to move this city to a place where we will reduce those unemployment in the city. Funding is something that this governor, Governor Jim Doyle, has been keenly aware of. And let me just tell you what he's done over the 4 budgets that he's been involved in since becoming governor. He's increased funding for schools for every budget except the last one, which, as you know, because of the economic calamity, we're unable to make a budget increase. But let's talk about some of the things that we've done. We've seen an increase in SAGE funding by $250 per student, which means millions of dollars come to the city of Milwaukee. We expanded early childhood education, K-4 education here in the state of Wisconsin, including here in the city of Milwaukee, expressly for the purpose of giving to our kids at a very early age to get them on a track towards learning, to be better in reading and math. We expanded the school breakfast and lunch program because we know that poverty is a factor here. Kids need to come to school prepared and ready to learn. And one of the things we need to do is to address the issue of hunger in our schools. We funded special MPS math programs to the tune of $10 million each for the last 2 bienniums. And we worked with Mayor Barrett in addressing the funding flaw in the state education funding system that added an additional $9.8 million because we now have a poverty factor that brings dollars to MPS. You're right, there are a number of issues that need to be addressed by the public school system here. Funding, local participation, better coordination. But here's the deal. For the last 25 years, those problems have been in play. This board has not responded in a coherent, cohesive way in putting together a plan that has addressed these issues. It's time for change. It's time for the kind of change that we need so that parents and students can hold accountable those individuals who are supposed to be working towards building a nurturing educational system that will have better outcomes than the outcomes that we are currently having. We should not be proud of the fact that 70% of our 10th graders cannot do math at a proficient level. 60% of our 10th graders don't read at a proficient level. 4 out of the 5 kids that graduated from MPS and go on to college have to take remedial courses, going to UWM, have to take remedial courses. We have one of the lowest graduation rate in the state of Wisconsin, and we have the largest racial disparity in terms of achievement of any state in the country. It is driven by the failures that we have here in MPS. We need to change. We need to hold accountable this board. And here's another thing. While all of this is going on, what we've seen over the last decade is instability on the board. We've seen a lot of initiatives. Over the last 10 years, we've seen 7 different presidents. 7 different presidents with 7 different ideas or agendas on how to improve the system. 280 initiatives in MPS. It seems to me that's not the formula for changing a school system that desperately needs to nurture its children, desperately needs to prepare its children for the future. If we're ever to turn around our local economy, then one of the first things we're going to have to do here is to get accountability and stability in the way that we run our system, and the way that we do that is have a superintendent appointed by the mayor who can be held accountable for outcomes and have a board that's accountable to the chief political officer in this city, so we get the kind of accountability and stability that we need. After that, I can assure you this crisis will pass, and 10 years from now we'll be right back here talking about the failures of the